Hi, I'm Lane Sudor. I'm a VP on the Orgvue Alliances team. In my work here at Orgvue, I help consultants solve their clients' complex talent and org challenges using Orgvue. John?
Hi, my name is John Kellerman. I'm a solutions consultant here at Orgvue. In my role, I try to bring the Orgvue platform to life for prospects and expand potential use cases for existing customers. So happy to be here with you today.
Awesome. So today we're going to talk to you about how Orgvue supports your AI journey. So let's get into it. So what's the state of AI in organizations today? Well, according to a report by McKinsey, 88% of companies are using AI somewhere in their organization. And in a survey done by Deloitte, they found that 60% of individual employees have access to sanctioned AI tools, which is up from 40% last year. So the focus is shifting. It's shifting from access and adoption and how do we bring in AI at all to the next level problem, which is how do we get the most out of our AI investment, prioritizing scale and differentiation. So in looking at this, McKinsey found that despite the high adoption, that 88%, only 23% of organizations are successfully scaling AI within one or more business functions. And only 33% are focused on enterprise-level strategic goals for AI. Unfortunately, this has resulted in only 20% of organizations seeing a material change to revenue. And in fact, organizations are actually very self-aware. They know they haven't reached maturity. 99% believe that they have more to do. So what's going wrong? Well, from the research and in talking with our customers, we see a pretty clear story emerge that explains the issues that the organizations are running into. And what we're seeing is that they're struggling to see the benefits because of many reasons, and two important ones are, one, they're over-indexing on AI for cost savings and efficiency versus truly moving the needle with innovation and transformative change. And two, they're adopting technology in functional silos. So they're not building enterprise macro strategies and connecting the dots horizontally as well as vertically. And the data supports this narrative. So McKinsey compared AI high performers to the rest of the pack. And what they've seen is that high performers are setting ambitious enterprise goals. They're focusing on innovation, meaning new products, new services, new ways of connecting data across the enterprise that provide richer insights or, entirely new insights. And they're focused on deeply transforming the way the business operates and how the work gets done. So, in other words, leading organizations aren't just tackling the small marginal change. They're aggressively going after complex enterprise challenges. So, to achieve an enterprise level transformative change with AI, you have to have an enterprise level strategy and plan, which obviously can be exceedingly hard to do. But without it, I believe we will continue to see organizations stuck in this so-called pilot purgatory where they've adopted the technology, but they can't scale, and they don't see that change to their top or bottom line. So what does that mean, and how does Orgvue help? Well, this is obviously it's an iterative process, and fortunately, Orgvue can really, truly help you wherever you are in that journey, whether that's starting at the macro level or the micro, all the way down to redesigning what work gets done by whom, at that work activity level. But based on the changes we're seeing in the market today, we're going to focus on the macro, the enterprise starting point, and then in a later series, we'll talk to you about how Orgvue helps with the detailed task level design and change. So for today, we're really going to talk to you about how Orgvue helps you support addressing the CEO's question, which is basically at an enterprise level, what's my AI opportunity and what's my high-level plan for adoption? So John will take you through how Orgvue helps organizations differentiate by looking at opportunities to bring in AI for any use case, whether that's efficiency and cost saving, as well as true innovation. And we're also going to show you how Orgvue supports the build of an enterprise plan in service of helping you scale that technology, as we were talking about earlier, both horizontally and vertically, and what that means for the people, the roles, the structure, the work, etc.